Welcome dear children to the Rajkumar College Rajkot. Today we are going to do the revision for chapter number 6 and chapter 7. Chapter 6 is based on the keyboard, right? And chapter 7 is MS Word 2007. First of all, we will start with our keyboard. As we all know, this is a standard keyboard, okay, which has been used in our different places wherever we have computers, right? Like at office, at mall, and at our home. This is a basic standard keyboard. Now, keyboard is also known as QWERTY because the initial letters alphabets are with the QWERTY, right? Then comes the whole keyboard. There are 104 keys on a keyboard. Keyboard is divided into 5 groups: function keys, numeric keys, alphabet keys, special keys, and navigation keys. Function keys, numeric keys, special keys, alphabet keys, and navigation keys. Now, let us begin with the alphabet keys. There are 26 alphabets, right? Same way in the keyboard, there are 26 alphabets. They are not arranged in the sequence. You can see that it is not like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, right? They are just arranged randomly, right? But the layout is like this way: QWERTY, right? Same way, the another name of the keyboard is QWERTY or QWERTY. So this for your alphabet keys. Alphabet keys are used to type the alphabets, words, name, sentence, paragraph, right? Then comes number keys. Now number keys are from 0 to 1, right? So total 10 are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Total 10 number keys are there. We can even type the numbers from the numeric keypad, but we have to do numlock. If you press numlock, then only you are able to do the numbers from the numeric keypad. Here is the key numlock, okay? Numlock means number lock, fine. So this were the numeric keypad. This is a numeric keypad, and these are the number keys. Numeric keypad, you can use the numbers from here using the numlock key, right? So first we have done alphabet keys, then number keys. Now let us do special keys. Okay, first one is spacebar, the longest key on the keyboard. At a time, spacebar give only one space, that we know. Second, caps lock key. Whenever you press caps lock or a numlock, here the buttons are present. Lights, actually the lights will be on if you press numlock or caps lock, right? So when you do caps lock, it will allow you to type all the letters in the capital letters. Then comes backspace. It erases the characters towards the left, right? Then comes the shift key. You can see the symbol of the shift key. I'll just show you again a little bit bigger. This is the symbol of the shift key. Please see on the tab key also you have a special symbol here. This is the enter key, shift key, right? Tab key, backspace. So we were talking about shift key. Now on the keyboard, right, on some keys you can see there are two symbols given. Here you can see comma, less than, greater than sign, full stop, semicolon, colon is there, right? Double inverted comma, colon is there. So this way, these are the two different symbols on each key. Even on the number key also you can see the different symbols are there. Keep pressing the shift key and then press number 1. Keep pressing the shift key, press number 2. Then this above symbols, like on number 1 exclamation mark is there, number 2 @ number 3 hash sign is there, number 4 dollar symbol is there, number 5 percentage, number 6 caret, it's called caret, number 7 ampersand, this is multiplication sign in computer, this is called asterisk sign, these are the round brackets. Okay, these are the different symbols that you want to print. Use shift key and press the button, these symbols will be printed. Second use of shift key is you can type, if you want to type only suppose a letter in capital, shift and that letter, and that will come in capital letters. So this is your shift key, one of the special key. Then comes enter key, this is the enter key, right, and it allows you to go to the next line. There are 2 enter keys, 2 shift key, 2 control key, 2 alter keys are there, right. Then comes the symbol keys and tab key. Symbol keys are just I have discussed, which this all are the symbol keys. Then comes the tab key. Tab key at a time leaves 5 space. Okay, space bar key it leaves 1 space at a time, but tab key it leaves 5 space at a time. Okay, then comes the function key, F1 to F12. Each function key has its own specific role to be performed. Okay, F1, like wherever you open any application and press F1, then help will be open for the same. So there are 12 function keys on the keyboard. Now navigation keys, arrow keys. This arrow keys are also called cursor control keys, right? Page up, page down, home, and delete, control home, control end. These are the special, not special, but we can say a navigation key that performs some special functions. Now children, if you remember that we are left to do with the insert key. Today I am going to show you a small video on it, what is the use of an insert key. Okay, so this is your keyboard. Just remember the different keys on the keyboard: function keys, number keys, special keys. Special keys are tab, caps lock, right, shift, backspace, space bar. Okay, navigation keys are arrow keys, insert, home, page up, page down. Home means it will bring the cursor to the beginning of a line, end means it will bring the cursor to the end of the line. Delete key will delete the character of the right side, right. So that is the function of the navigation key, delete key. Then this is the numeric keypad. If you want to type numbers from numeric keypad, what key should be on? Numlock, right. So this is your keyboard. Now I'm going to show you the insert key small video. Let us play. Insert key essential toggles the writing mode between type over and type between. Type over is when you write to between two words. As you type new things, the old characters at that place are replaced. Okay, now a small exercise they are going to show, so it will be clear for us. Okay, so this was the use of insert key, means it replace the characters. Okay, if you have written something and if you want it to be overwritten, then you use it insert key. Okay, okay, now this was your keyboard. Let us talk about now our MS Word 2007. As you all know, you might have seen the screen itself is of MS Word 2007, but I would like to show you how to open it. Click on Start. Here there is an option called Microsoft Office. In that we have Microsoft Word 2007. Okay, so this is the screen of MS Word 2007. Here it is document 2 because I have already just opened one document. So here it is document 2. We have to remember the screen of MS Word 2007. The first is title bar. Just on the title bar we have a quick access toolbar. Here we have office button. This all are called tabs, right? This are the groups of each tab, like insert has this groups, page layout has this groups like paragraph, page background, page setup, themes. Home tab has a clipboard group, font group, paragraph group, styles. This all are the different groups of home tab. Now you can see the blue color screen, right? And this is the white area. This white area where you are typing, it's called document window, right? Even working area. Okay, it's a document window or working area. The blue color section that you can see is called application window. Okay, this whole the blue section here, everything is an application window. If you want to work in your working area or document window, then you have to take help, like I am typing here something, I want to increase the font size, you have to use application window. Okay, so application window helps the user to communicate. Okay, it helps you to use this different option and make your document more beautiful, right? So this is a title bar, quick access toolbar, office button, tabs, okay, groups, okay. Then we have ruler. This is the ruler, right? We can see here also and here also we got a ruler. Then we have status bar. Here this is a status bar. You can see my mouse pointer. Please look at my mouse pointer. This where you can see what it is written, page 1 of 1, word 0, English United States. This is the status bar. This is the status of your file. Then this is a scroll bar. You can scroll your page up and down, right? So now let us see some shortcut keys. Okay, first of all I would like to save my file, Control S, okay, and just save something here, form 3, just like that. Okay, I'll put it in the desktop, save. Okay, now this is form 3 file, right? Now I'm going to close it. Okay, let me minimize this. Even I'll close this. Okay, now you can see here my file form 3. Okay, now I'll show you. Okay, so this is my form 3 I had opened. Instead of that, if I do Control O, I want to open my file. Open. As it is already open, let's do another file like revision. Okay, open, right? Control O, open form 3. Okay, so this way you can open your file. Then Control S I have done to save the file, or you can go in quick access toolbar and save your option, right? Then even you can go in the Control S, office button save option is there. Okay, so these are the three ways to save the file. Same way, office button open option, Control O open, right? This is a shortcut key. Then whenever you save a file, okay, the MS Word 2000 has an extension .docx. Control O open, Control S save, Control N new, Control N, see, you can see the new document has opened, right? Control S save, Control N new, Control O open, then Control P print, and I'm going to press Alter Alt F4. Okay, you want to see the Alter key and F4. See, this is Alter and F4. If I press this Alter key and F4 together, I can close a document. Now see, I'm going to close as Alter F4, right? So this way you can close your document. So I hope it is clear with you chapter 6 and chapter 7. Any doubt regarding this revision part, you can call me anytime. Children, take care. Okay, even I have put up page number 70, 71. If you remember, we have marked the question which you are not supposed to do. The same answer key I have put up in the ERP. So please check it out. Take care. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.